I remember sitting by myself with the doctor when he said, "You have breast cancer."
We had a lot of people in our family have cancer, but then it touched very close to home when my father was diagnosed with lung cancer. I remember feeling just very afraid and very overwhelmed by what cancer brings.
So I remember it very clearly. Walked into the surgeon's office and my mom was with me. The doctor felt around in my neck and he said, "Phil, we're going to do a needle aspiration." And so they drew out some fluid and it spilled all over the floor. And then I saw the doctor look at the nurse and I knew immediately that they knew they were probably fearing the worst at that time.
My husband received a cancer diagnosis in the hospital after having surgery. The room stood still.
In that moment, there was that sense of fear. There was that sense of, wow, this is a dangerous road.
I remember all the really long hospital visits, how I'd get fevers in the middle of the night, we'd rush to the ER.
And I put on the blanket and it's hard and it's kind of rough.
I remember being the youngest person, always the youngest person getting chemo treatment, the youngest person going through radiation.
And I crawl my way into the bathroom. I'm calling my kids. I'm like, I need a phone, I need a pillow, I need something. I was mad. I was really mad because so many people said it wasn't going to be that way, and it absolutely was for me.
I still have the shirt that I was wearing the last day that I spent with him.
I told my daughter, who was 7, and she started to cry and asked if I was going to die, which, as a mom, possibly one of the hardest moments was looking her in the eye and trying to say with confidence, "No, I'm going to be fine."
And I just remember being devastated. I had a group of people who put a care package together for me, and they all signed their names to the outside of it. And they said they were thinking about me and praying for me. It symbolized for me that I wasn't going to walk this journey alone. And I had individuals who sent me cards in the mail. It was always exactly the right message that I needed. Just to know that people were praying for me was powerful. My grandfather came to my bedside, and he highlighted all the verses in my Bible with strength, hope, and with peace. When I was well enough, I'd walk up and down the hospital hallway, and what I saw inside those rooms absolutely devastated me more than cancer itself. I saw kids, I saw adults who had nobody, and I thought this was the hardest thing that I've ever had to go through in my life. And people are walking this journey completely all alone. But I remember promising to God in those moments and just saying, if you ever want me to get through this, and I'm ever able to be healed from cancer, then I want to dedicate my life fully to you. And so I wrote down what was in that care package, the blanket, the Bible, the crossword puzzles just to be able to pass time, and then the journal. Took a look around, and there were no other Christ-centered organizations out there doing what we felt called to do. People were starting to hear of what we were doing, how we were helping cancer patients, and it started by just supporting a little girl named Jenna.
I remember I was the first recipient of a care package from Phil's Friends ever.
It was during my radiation treatment that I got a Phil's Friends care package from a good friend. I was just blown away at how Phil's Friends got it right. They knew cancer, they knew what people go through.
I received that care package in the mail, and I just brought so much joy.
All the things that were in that care package, we brought to chemo and radiation treatment.
There are just people who are suffering, and they just need to know that there's someone standing there.
We dream of the day when the 1.7 million Americans that are diagnosed with cancer every single year in the United States will receive a care package, will receive a card of encouragement in the mail, receive a visit in the hospital. And the way that we plan to do this is by having these Phil's Friends Hope Centers, where we can have a very strong volunteer force to serve and to pack these care packages and make these cards for patients.
It helped me to know that there was support, that there were people thinking about me, that I was not alone, even though sometimes I really felt alone.
It made a difference in my life, in my husband's life, and in so many people's lives.
Our hope is that we'll be able to continue to send these care packages out and never turn a patient away. At the end of the day, that's what this organization is about. It's about loving others.
I remember feeling hope.
I remember feeling hope.
I remember feeling hope.